But let's go ahead and get these messages out the way. We're doing messages for each zodiac today. Of course, I'll be starting with Libra. Everything else, I'm just going with the flow. This will be posted on YouTube tomorrow rising for those who want to watch it from the beginning, or just in case you got to step out, step off, whatever the case is. Go to the link in my bio, subscribe to the YouTube, and then when it's posted, you'll be able to see it there. All right. There has been an overall shift of energy that has happened over the last 24 hours. Excuse me, specifically at some time around like 9 a.m. ish yesterday, I've been paying attention to the Schumann scale. If you're not familiar with the Schumann scale, it's like a scale that basically tracks the energy of the planet and what's going on energetically. Not only that, there are certain people that I follow that are more versed on the Schumann scale that have been bringing me a lot of confirmation in regards to the shift that has been taking place. Okay. Now my dreams have been very, very, very interesting the last couple of nights. And I've been sleeping a little bit longer than usual, even though I'm going to bed earlier than usual, which lets me know that there's more activity in the astral realm right now, and a lot of messages and downloads that I've been receiving in that space. So last night in particular, Spirit was showing me a lot of things dealing with finding, number one, unexpected finances. Like there's going to be a huge shift when it comes to finances, and we was talking about this a little bit yesterday for those who was tuned in for the live yesterday. So definitely go back on YouTube and watch that, because you know we was getting into that a little bit. But also in regards to, how do I put it? There are a lot of people who are going to try, if they haven't already, to take your space or take your spot. Because of where we're being upgraded to, because of the changes a lot of you guys have been making and a lot of the work that you guys have been doing, there are some people who are not happy with the fact that you will be receiving certain things that they just won't get. Period. And we've talked about, I did a reading before when we were talking about, you know, people trying to do the things that you do, be like you in many different ways, talk like you, walk like you, act like you, date the type of people you date, if not the same people, like that type of energy. But specifically, I had a dream last night about an old friend that I no longer have, that was in my home. And like, I'm like, you know, why are you here type shit. My home. And like, I'm like, you know, why are you here type shit. And they were like in my bed, they were in my stuff. It's like trying to get access to my energy, trying to be around, trying to be in the mix type of thing. And I'm like, Spirit, okay, what are you trying to show me? There's a lot of people who are, again, going to watch you get certain things, receive certain things, and they want it. You get certain things, receive certain things, and they want it. They want it. And they understand that they no longer have access to you, so they want access to what it is that you have. Okay? Do with that what you will. All right, let's get into these messages for each sign. Again, I'm going to start with Libra. Every other sign, again, will come at random. If anyone in the chat wants to keep track of the signs, that would be awesome. To let people who may come in a little bit later know exactly what we've done already. So let's get one of these for Libra. And then I'm going to pull from my other deck as well. That's too many. I only need one. One card for my Libras. Ooh. Right when I was talking about opportunity and change, I'm trying to tell y'all, this Libra season is going to be very drastic when it comes to certain changes, when it comes to receiving certain things, gaining certain things, getting certain things, having certain things. This is really going to be one of those months, Libra season going into Scorpio season, and then just the month of October period. It's going to be very, 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 and just the month of October period. It's going to be very, very, very influential when it comes to your life changing and becoming something new. And that's for everybody, because whatever season, whatever zodiac sign we are currently in will affect the collective, because that's where the sun is, right? But specifically for my Libras, you guys definitely have some good things coming in. I feel like Libras, a lot of y'all had to take a step back from being so active with helping other people, doing things for other people, showing up for other people, stepping in for other people, things of that nature. And this could be, if your sun sign is Libra, or this can be any other Libra placements that you have. And that goes for all of the other signs that I do as well. So it doesn't just have to be your sun sign. It can be however it resonates for you based on your chart. But I feel like a lot of y'all are becoming way more selfish when it comes to what you put out and what you do. You're no longer just filling your time and your space worrying about everybody else. If anything, you're taking your time to worry about yourself and to make sure that you have what you need, and that you are where you want to be and where you're supposed to be, period. I've been telling y'all that birds are significant this season, and they really are. Let's see. Give me another card for Libra. Libra, I feel like the colors purple and green are going to be significant for y'all during this season as well. I don't know if that's your favorite color or not, but I feel like those two colors will be significant. So maybe wearing those colors, if you're feminine or masculine, getting your nails that color, you know, whatever it is. I feel like those two colors are going to be significant. Now, we know that green rules the heart space, or the heart chakra, and purple rules the crown. So there could be some balancing coming in in regards to your heart chakra and your crown chakra. So your mind is getting on the same page as your heart, which is very, very fucking important, okay? Because, you know, sometimes on the same page as your heart, which is very, very fucking important, okay? Because, you know, sometimes that can be what makes things confusing, is that your heart is telling you one thing and your mind is telling you another thing, right? Y'all also got the Six of Cups coming out. Again, I feel like you guys are definitely taking a step back from being so community focused and so, you know, worried about everybody else and what everybody else got going on, and helping everybody else reach their goals and do whatever they feel like they need to do. And you're being more focused on yourself and your own journey and doing the things for you. I also feel like a lot of you guys are attracting opportunities where you're getting back what you've been putting out. So again, you could have random people, random strangers, random opportunities, whatever, come in and assist you and help you with whatever it is that you need in this moment. I also feel like, Libras, y'all are also letting go of this controlling energy You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we can be so controlling to the point that we start to cause issues within our journey for ourselves. Like, we're trying to control the narrative so much that we're not allowing the natural flow of things to happen. And then we find ourselves in this space where we're not aligning with what is for us because we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're trying to control it and do what we want to do rather than what's needed. So I feel like a lot of my Libras are getting out of this need to control every single part of the journey and being more open to following the direction of your intuition and of your spirit team. And I love that for y'all because it's your solar return season. So it's like, this is the best time for this type of energy anyway. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on with my Scorpios. Again, these are general messages for each zodiac. I'm doing them in no particular order, so be patient for your sign. If you miss your sign and you got to step out, subscribe to the YouTube. This will be posted tomorrow rising. All right, one card for my Scorpios. Scorpio, I keep hearing independent. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but the word independent just keeps popping up in my head as I'm shuffling for y'all card. Y'all have harmony and resolution, Scorpios. Scorpios, I feel like a lot of you guys are showing up for yourselves in a way that you no longer require the validation of people outside of yourself. And that could be why Spirit is talking about independence. I feel like a lot of you guys are finally gaining the confidence to know who you are and know what you're supposed to be doing, and allowing yourself to flow freely in whatever that energy is. Thank y'all for the gifts. I feel like this harmony is coming from you understanding, number one, that perfection is not needed for you to celebrate yourself. Okay? I also feel like, Scorpios, you guys could be finally getting some answers to your next steps. I feel like these answers wasn't coming before because of the fact that you were dependent in some type of way, shape, or form on other people's validation of you or what you're going to do or your ideas or whatever the case is. And I also feel like this confirmation is coming in for you and you're getting resolution because of the fact that you are allowing yourself to see the bigger picture or to think outside of the box. I feel like a lot of you guys for a long time was thinking very linear, if that makes sense. I feel like you weren't really allowing yourself to see things from specific perspectives that would have allowed you the clarity that you need, or would have provided you the answers that you need. A lot of the times the answers that we're looking for are in the most unconventional places, and they require unconventional things. So we can have the idea or specific ideas to do things a certain way, or to have certain specific things, but what is for us and what is the best for us usually goes outside of that. It is usually, again, an unconventional thing that is not something that we would usually do. It is completely out of the box. It is completely unorthodox in its nature. And that's what's needed. Repeating the same things over and over again only gets you the same results. So I feel like Scorpios, a lot of you guys are doing some new things. I also feel like some of y'all are getting around new people. You know, Scorpios, y'all have a loyalty to people that is sometimes completely unhinged. Like, y'all be loyal to people who are like trash. I mean, like trash type of people. But because you represent death and you represent transformation, a lot of times you can see parts of people that other people may not be able to see, and you'll use that as a reason to stick around and, you know, give them the benefit of the doubt or hear them out, or, you know, try to work with them to step into this new energy or whatever the case is. But everybody doesn't deserve your loyalty. And I feel like because some of you guys are surrounding yourself with new people, you have new voices in your ear. So it's causing you to think differently. It's causing you to feel differently. It's causing your perspectives to shift. It's causing you to be in a completely different energy than you normally would be, because people also represent your environment. Environment is not just physical, right? Sometimes it's the people that you have in your space. So because you're shifting your environment when it comes to the people in your space, I feel like this is also bringing new levels of resolution or harmony in your life, Scorpios. Yeah, Ten of Swords. This is a completely different environment. Like, some of the people that you could be around now, Scorpios, they can be a little intimidating to you. Not because you're intimidated, you know, or you think that they're better than you or nothing like that, but because of the ways that they push you. You know what I'm saying? If this hasn't happened yet, this could be what's coming in for you. But I feel like a lot of you guys are being forced to be around people that push you out of your regular way of thinking, your regular way of being, your regular way of, you know, perceiving your personal journey and the world around you. It's all changing. And this is benefiting you. And this is why things are starting to make sense, and you're starting to find solutions to problems that you may have had for a while. To problems that you may have been, you know, dealing with or trying to figure out for a while. Period. Shout out to y'all. All right, Aries. If you're just joining us so far, we've done Libra and Scorpio. Now we're moving into Aries. Again, I'm doing these signs. I'm randomly choosing them. I'm not going in any particular order. So please be patient for your sign. You don't have to comment your sign over and over. That's not going to do anything but irritate me. All right. So we're going to get through all of them. All right, Aries. Let's see. Aries, I'm hearing express yourself. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like y'all are finding new ways to express yourself without coming across so forceful and aggressive, Aries. I feel like y'all are realizing that your old ways of communicating don't serve you, and it's finally making sense why certain people couldn't understand what you were saying, or why certain people couldn't take whatever you were trying to give. And it was because of your delivery. I feel like your delivery is changing, or the way that you express yourself is changing, or the way that you communicate your feelings or your thoughts or whatever. I feel like it's changing. I feel like a lot of you guys are also putting your feelings or your thoughts into your craft. So, for example, it's like the same way that a rapper will put their feelings into their rap, or a singer will put their feelings into their songs, or a painter will put their feelings into their artwork. Yeah. Finding. Again, I feel like y'all are taking a whole new approach to your communication. I also feel like a lot of y'all are realizing, like, it is draining to be aggressive all the time. Like, it's draining to have an attitude or to be on defense all the time, or to be in a space where you're always waiting to defend yourself or having to defend yourself or whatever. Like, that shit is fucking draining. And even though you guys are a fire energy and you are the first zodiac, period, it's like you're starting to realize that a new approach is most definitely needed. Like, a new way of looking at it is most definitely needed. A new way of approaching conflict and issue is most definitely needed. And it's not about winning the argument or even arguing, period. It's about clearly communicating what you feel and letting it be that. The other person doesn't necessarily have to acknowledge what it is that you feel for you to be at peace after you've expressed yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people express themselves with the intent of being right, or the other person being wrong, or the other person feeling bad, or the other person acknowledging that, you know, again, they were wrong, or whatever the case is. But that's not always needed. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just need to get it to express yourself in order to release what you feel, and that's it. That other person can agree or disagree. It don't even fucking matter. And I feel like that's the energy that a lot of y'all are getting into. Like, I don't care whether you agree with me or not when it comes to the way that I feel. I feel how I feel. I'm going to communicate it in a way that, you know, is not hostile, is not aggressive, is not extra. I'm just going to simply say how I feel, communicate how I feel, and I'm going to walk away and leave it where it is. It just, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody has time to be sitting here feeling some type of way, upset, mad, angry. Like, no. I'm going to say how I feel. I'm gonna put it all on the table. And then I'm going to keep minding my fucking business. Like, that's it and that's all. Now, if that person chooses to acknowledge what I said, then cool. But if they don't, cool. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are learning a new approach to life in general. And you're realizing that every situation doesn't deserve all of your time and your energy. It just doesn't. Every conversation doesn't deserve all your time and your energy. Every person doesn't deserve all your time and your energy. Like, it just is what it is. I'm going to put the information out there. I'm going to say what I need to say. I'm going to say how I feel. I'm going to communicate what's on my heart, what's in my mind. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to do some other shit. Because there's things that I'm working on. There's things that I'm learning. There's other things that I'm investing my time and my energy into. And I don't have time to be wasting it on low vibrational situations, conversations, people, places, and things. I just don't have time for that. So I'm going to have this little conversation with you. I'm going to let you know where I stand, where things are, how it is on my end. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move on and I'm going to let you have it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we can come to a common place of understanding, amazing. But if we can't, amazing. I don't care that much. I'm not investing that much energy into this shit anymore. Whereas maybe before Aries, you guys were really, really tapped into, again, trying to prove a point, trying to be right, trying to get people to see from your perspective. And it's like, fuck all that. I'm not doing all that no more. Okay? I'm going to say how I feel. I'm going to say what it is. I'm going to speak my truth. And then I'm going to wait for your response. If your response is something cool, then cool. If your response is some bullshit, then I'm out. I'm not about to sit here and go back and forth with you. I'm not about to do that. It's not worth it. Period. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of me sitting here going back and forth with your ass no more. I'm not fucking doing that. I'm going to say how I feel. Because the energy that I possess, the energy that I have, I need it to do other things. And I'm starting to realize, I'm also hearing maturity. A lot of my Aries, you guys are maturing. It's like I'm starting to realize I don't need to be doing all of this. It doesn't get me anywhere. If anything, now I'm hot and I'm bothered and I'm irritated, and now the rest of my day goes to shit, or the rest of my week goes to shit, or the rest of my month goes to shit, or the rest of my year goes to shit, because I want to sit here and go back and forth with somebody. It's not worth it. It just serves no purpose. And a lot of y'all are starting to wake up and understand, like, investing my time and my energy into these meaningless, pointless ass arguments and back and forths does not serve me. So I'm just not going to do it anymore. You can have it. If you think I ain't shit, keep thinking it. You know what I'm saying? If you think I'm not worth nothing, keep thinking it. If you think I'm ugly, fat, skinny, sloppy, keep thinking it. I'm not here to argue back and forth with you. Whatever you want to think, you can think it. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to mind my business. And I love that for y'all, because y'all used to waste a whole lot of time, you know, for no reason, going back and forth with motherfuckers. Period. It's a waste of fucking time. All right, Libras. Oh, I already did Libras. Cancer. Let's see. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Ooh. Alright, let's see what's going on. One card for my Cancers. Cancers, you guys have forgiveness and understanding as your first card coming out. Cancers, I feel like a lot of you guys have been really doing some self-evaluations lately, especially in regards to your own actions. One thing about my Cancers, and I love my Cancers down. I can't date no Cancer, but I love y'all down, right? As a Gemini, I love y'all down. One thing about my Cancers is you guys are really, really good at seeing what everybody else does, and you struggle with accountability sometimes. It just is what it is, and I love y'all down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are really good at pointing out what everybody else is doing and how everybody else fucked up and what everybody else need to do to change their life and be better. But then when it comes to your own problems, your own situations, your own troubles, your own missteps, you can struggle with accountability. And it's not because of the fact that you don't know what your issues are. It's the fact that you don't want to acknowledge it, because you rather be on the right side of whatever that is. I feel like a lot of you guys are finally getting to a place where some of you guys are realizing that you handled some things in the wrong manner. I feel like some of y'all are finally acknowledging that you were so focused on being the victim and that other person being wrong that you was not paying attention to your own actions and your own faults. And I feel like some of you guys are reflecting on some past relationships or past situations, and you're finally realizing, like, damn, I was the fucking problem. Like, I kind of escalated that, or I did too much, or they was right. You know what I'm saying? They was right about some of the shit that they did. And this is not to say that this person maybe didn't do anything to you, right? This is not to say that, you know, you was just the big bad wolf, and no. But it's to say that in certain situations, there was accountability to be had. And you knew that you were wrong in those moments. You knew that they were right about whatever they were saying, or, you know, whatever it was they was communicating to you. Yeah, Hermit came right on out. But you didn't want to accept it at that time. You didn't want to acknowledge what was fucked up with you at that moment. You were more concerned with winning the argument or being right, or that person validating what you felt, or whatever the case is, and you never took time to validate what they felt. And I feel like a lot of you guys are starting to heal through a lot of that stuff and realize that, I just sounded real country, realize that there are certain things that you have to be accountable for, and you have to take accountability for when it comes to your own character. Like, this is giving me, my brother used to say, self-check. We say self-check and self-something. But basically just talking about checking yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing a self-check. Like, I'm not as big or as, not big, as innocent as I have proclaimed to be in the past. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of this is happening because for some of you, you started to lose good people. And it's a hard place to be in when you may have been a victim at one point, right? And you still are kind of in that victim mentality. So you become the bully to other people. And that's coming from a person, I'm not a Cancer, but I've definitely had those experiences where because I went through what I went through in my life, I felt like I could just do to whoever, whatever, and not really get the consequences for that, or not have to be responsible or accountable for it, because my mama did this to me, and my daddy did this to me, and this happened to me, and that happened to me. But those people weren't responsible for those things, even though I was making them responsible by the way that I was treating them. And that's not a good place to be in when you start to kind of realize, like, damn, like, there were a lot of things that I could have done better. There were a lot of situations where I should have acknowledged that I was wrong, and I should have been real and agreed with that person in that moment because they were right about what they were saying, and they were right about me in that particular situation. With this Hermit mode card, I definitely feel like a lot of my Cancers, you know, y'all are natural hermits as well. You know, Cancers are represented by the crab, and the crab goes into a shell, right? So, you know, you guys can be very reclused, you know, in different moments, especially when you get into those moments of accountability. When you guys start holding yourself accountable for certain things, it's usually because you've been in seclusion and you've only been around yourself. So it's like you don't have nobody to blame. Like, if shit is going wrong, it's your fault, and you can't point the finger at nobody else. So I feel like these moments of seclusion have really been showing you guys and highlighting to you guys exactly what your problems are, and that in a lot of situations you were the problem. Because even after these people have been removed from your space, or even after you've removed yourself from these people's spaces, some of those issues still was occurring. Some of those things were still going wrong. Some of those situations were still happening. So there's not really anybody you can point the finger at that point. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like when you're in a relationship and you're going back and forth with that person, y'all having all of these arguments, and they trying to tell you about yourself, and you trying to tell them about themselves, and blah, 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 blah. And then y'all break up, and now you by yourself, and you start to realize, like, damn. I mean, they was a little right about that. You know what I'm saying? They was a little accurate about whatever they were saying. Because here I am out of this relationship, and the mirror is right here in my face, and I can see very clearly that I was the problem in that particular situation. But like I tell y'all all the time, there's so much strength and accountability, because once you do take accountability for your actions, once you do get to a place where you can you know, speak freely about your own missteps and mistakes, you give yourself the power to change those things. You know, when you have the power to identify a problem, you also have the power to change that problem. So because a lot of you guys are now identifying the issues and being accountable for whatever those things are, you're putting yourself in a powerful position to now fix and correct those things about yourself. And the beauty is you're in your own energy right now, so you don't have to worry about outside opinions. You can do your work without all of these eyes being on you, and then you can reemerge when you're ready as this newly developed person that is making the necessary changes. But remember, it's forgiveness and understanding. So yes, you can understand that you're the problem, but you also need to forgive yourself for being the problem. Because we all have moments when we're the problem. It just is what it is, right? So don't beat yourself up for it. Don't be in an energy where you're constantly bashing yourself for whatever you now realize was your fault, or whatever issues you now realize were your fault. You know what I'm saying? Don't beat yourself up about it. Notice it, take note, and do the work to change it. That's all you can do. All right. Pisces. So far, I've done Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, and now Pisces. If anybody in the chat wants to keep track for me, that would be awesome. Because the further I get into this, I'm probably going to start forgetting. All right, let's see. Pisces. Thank you. Pisces, you guys have clarity coming out. Now, am I surprised that clarity is coming out for Pisces? No. Because one thing about y'all rule the dream space. Y'all rule the spiritual realm. Y'all rule illusions. All right? And delusions. Okay? So I'm not surprised at all that clarity is coming out. Pisces, I feel like you guys are finally being forced to see something very, very clearly. This could definitely be in regards to a relationship, because Pisces, you guys are water signs, and y'all are always in some type of relationship with somebody that you shouldn't be with. I mean, it just is what it is. Y'all, either it's a relationship or you're dealing with somebody that you should not be dealing with. I feel like y'all been making a lot of excuses for whatever this connection is, Pisces. I feel like people could have even told you about certain things in regards to whoever this person is or whatever this situation is, and you didn't want to hear it. Very Pisces of you. You didn't want to hear it. One thing about Pisces, when they get set in a specific illusion, or they created a narrative or a dream in their head, it takes the power of God to change their fucking mind. You can't just come in and be like, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea, and think that a Pisces is just going to be like, really? Okay, cool. Like, no. No. And it can be a shitty-ass experience for them the whole time. They could be going through it the whole time. But they still have to get to a place where they want to be done with whatever it is. They have to get to a place where they see clearly whatever they need to see in order to make a different decision. And I feel like y'all are starting to see some shit very clear, and it's going against this illusion that you created, whether this is in regards to a relationship, whether this is in regards to a friendship, a job. Take it how it resonates. But I feel like there's something that is so clear to y'all right now that you can no longer pretend that is not what it is. So clear to y'all right now that you can no longer pretend that is not clear to y'all right now that you can no longer pretend that is not what it is. Period. Moon coming out as our second card. This definitely is something to that deals with heavy emotions. You can have a lot of emotions or feelings or love invested into whatever this is. confirmation. I also feel like for my Pisces, y'all could be receiving a lot of messages through songs right now. Like, you could be minding your business and then a song could come on and it's like super direct. You know what I'm saying? Minding your business and then a song could come on and it's like super direct. You know what I'm saying? Like, weirdly direct. It's like I didn't even put this song on. It can be like on a video that you scrolling past or a movie or something like that. If this is not a song, this could be words. Okay, so you could be hearing someone talk about something, or you can scroll again past a video where they're talking about something, or you can overhear a conversation, or Spirit is even saying that somebody may come to you and they can be in a similar situation as you, and you can be giving them advice on their situation, and whole time you need to be taking this advice. Like, that type of thing. I feel like Pisces also, a lot of you guys have been suffering in silence when it comes to feeling however you feel right now about this person or the situation. I feel like a lot of stuff you have been hiding from the people around you. One thing about Pisces, they love their person or they love whatever it is out in the open. But if they feel some type of way about what it really is in reality behind closed doors, they're not sharing that shit. You know what I'm saying? In front of everybody else, it's going to look like it is heaven on earth. But behind closed doors, they could be going through it. Period. Especially with this being moon energy. This is very secretive. This is very subconscious. This is very behind closed doors. This is very, like, not really out in the open. And I feel like there's a part of this, you know, that you guys may feel a way because of the fact that you may have spoke so highly about this thing to everybody else. So a little bit of it, I'm not going to say a little bit of it, a lot of it can be embarrassment. It's like when you know, start telling everybody about the person that you dating or whatever, or the person that you with or whatever, and you talk so highly about this person and you bring up all of these amazing facts and all of this shit, and then that person turns out to be like a complete piece of ass. But it's like you didn't talk this person up so good and so big that you can't really be as forthcoming with what the reality is because you said too much too soon. And I feel like this is kind of what this is as well. Not only have you guys been, you know, creating this picture of who this person is to people around you, but you've also have created this illusion of who this person is. And now that you're experiencing whatever you're experiencing, you feel almost lonely in this box, because it's like, damn, if I go and tell these same people the truth about this, they're gonna be looking at me fucking crazy because I just went out here and made it seem like my life was completely amazing and this situation with this person was just completely amazing. But in reality, shit is fucked up. I'm going through it. I'm stressed. I'm crying. They talking to me crazy. They treat me crazy. They cheating on me. They doing whatever. But it's like, I can't go tell the same people that they're doing all of these things after I just told these people that they are the best thing since sliced bread. You know? So it's a very lonely place to be in. And I feel like a lot of my Pisces, you guys are going to have to make a decision very, very soon about... about what you're going to do with this person. For a lot of y'all, I feel like this is definitely relationship based. This could even be a situationship. This could also be like a baby daddy, baby mama, some shit like that as well. This could even be a friend. Because, you know, Pisces, you guys are loyal to, almost like Scorpio energy, you guys are very loyal to the people that y'all loyal to. So it could even be a friend that you have been defending and talking so highly about to everybody else, and now you're in this place where it's like, damn, I am going through it with this person, or me and this person not even connecting the way that we was connecting, or whatever. I'm also hearing that you guys could have even, and this is for a select few of you, but take it how it resonates. I'm also feeling like some of you could have even betrayed somebody to be with this person, or walked away from somebody to be with this person, or let somebody go to be with this person, or went against a friend or a family member or something to be with this person. So it's not only that this person is now showing their ass and revealing their true colors to you, but you also feel embarrassed because of the fact that you walked away from people who really cared about you, or people who was really invested in your highest good and wanted the best for you. Whew. Sticky situation. Y'all gonna have to do something about that. Gemini. Let's see. I just started hearing long time coming, but a change is going to come, Geminis. A lot of y'all been suffering in silence, or just going through things behind closed doors that you haven't been vocal about, and that nobody would really know, which is very Gemini of you. We got angelic protection coming out for my Geminis. Geminis, you guys are way more protected than you think, or than you are aware of. And I feel like you know that you're protected, but you don't know just how much, or just how deep your protection goes. I feel like for a lot of y'all, your protection is so deep that certain things just fuck up in your life. And you be like, what the hell is going on? Why is this not working? You know what I'm saying? Why are people acting like this? Why are things going this way? And it's really for your protection. Like, there are certain things that you're being protected from, and it doesn't make sense in the moment, because it may feel like you're losing something, or it may feel like you're not able to do what it is that you want to do, or connect with the people that you would want to connect with, or whatever this may be for you, however it may look for you. But it's because you're being protected from something that you don't see. And a lot of people don't understand just how big a Gemini's heart is, just how loving a Gemini is. Because Gemini is masculine energy, their initial introduction does not feel as warm as like a Cancer or a Pisces or a Taurus or you know, a Sagittarius or Libra. You know what I'm saying? They're not like the softy type. So a lot of people may think that, you know, that Gemini is mean or abrasive or rude or things of that nature, when really they care a whole lot, and they can see certain things, you know, that could be coming, that could happen. They can see the potential of certain things, and they want to warn people about what could possibly happen, or what could possibly take place. So I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily understand how caring or how loving you are as a Gemini, right? Which is why Geminis are so protected, because of the fact that their intentions are pure. The way that they communicate is very direct, because again, they're masculine energy. So it doesn't come off sugar coated. It comes off masculine energy. So it doesn't come off sugar coated. It comes off very much so matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. This is what you need to know. These are the facts. Right? And I feel like Geminis, you guys could have went through some type of betrayal recently, or something could have ended. A relationship could have ended. A friendship could have ended. And I feel like it didn't make sense while it was happening. Whatever this was, it just didn't make sense to you. You know, Geminis are intellectual, logical beings. So they're always searching for things to make sense. They're trying to connect dots. And sometimes when the dots don't connect, it can be very frustrating for a Gemini, because it's like, okay, well, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? If we was at A and now we're at G, but we didn't go through none of the other letters, and you're telling me the other letters don't even exist, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did we get here? But I feel like a lot of y'all are being separated from people, places, and things that don't mean you any good. And once a Gemini lets their guard down and allows people into their space, there's a lot of things that you no longer are aware of the way that you would be, you know, with the person that's not in your inner circle. When people get close to a Gemini, Geminis kind of get a little blindsided about that person, because Geminis already don't let a lot of people get close to them. So when they do allow somebody to get close to them, they get a soft spot for that person, and people are able to get away with certain things that they normally wouldn't because of their proximity to the Gemini, right? King of Swords. But I feel like there's going to be, if not already, some cuts that have to be made in regards to the people who are in your space. Because some of the people that you think have been for you, was on your side, fuck with you, bang with you, they don't. And because you may have had a soft spot for this person or these people, or because you were close to this person or these people, you weren't able to really see their true intentions as clear as you would if you wasn't close to them. A lot of these people may have gotten in and gotten close to you because they were wearing false masks. They were presenting themselves as being something that they wasn't. And it worked enough for them to get in closer proximity to you. But you're still so protected that spirit has been pulling a lot of strings behind the scenes in order to allow the truth to surface. So that's why some shit may not make sense right now in regards to the people that you're losing, or in regards to the people that you're walking away from, or the people that you're being forced to walk away from, or the people who are walking away from you. It may not make sense because you're like, what the fuck? Like, we was cool. This was going good. Or we was at this place, or we was at that place, or, you know what I'm saying? We was at this level of our friendship or our relationship, or whatever the case is. It doesn't make sense, right? But all in all, there are some hard truths that are going to start to come to light. I feel like the more that things play out, the more time that goes by, you're going to start seeing exactly why spirit had to separate you from certain people. It just is what it is. You had to be separated from certain people. You had to let go of certain energies. You had to cleanse your space and your environment of certain relationships, certain, again, people, places, and things. Because you couldn't necessarily see in the moment the intentions of those people or who they truly were. But the more that time goes by after this separation, I feel like it's going to make a lot more sense. I feel like for a lot of my Geminis as well, there's been certain things that your intuition has shown you in advance prior to the separation, but you didn't really pay that much attention to it. So, you know, because one thing about Geminis are very highly intuitive. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even feel like this is something that you didn't receive any intuitive downloads on. I feel like you definitely had some type of intuitive download about this person or this relationship or whatever. But it wasn't enough for you to, at that point, see clear as to what was really going on. Like the energy just wasn't potent enough in the moment for you to just step away at that point. Which is why your spirit team had to step in and pull some strings behind closed doors. Yeah. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, I just heard real clear. Everybody is not out to get you. Everybody is not out to get you. Let's see. Heard that clear as day. One card for my Capricorns. Y'all got blessings and abundance coming out, Capricorns. I feel like Capricorns, there are some, I don't really like the word blessings because, you know, when you start doing etymology, you know what words mean. So I don't like using the word blessings. But I definitely feel like there's some abundance that is on the horizon for a lot of my Capricorns. But it's going to come through you listening to someone other than yourself. And I think that's why Spirit is saying everybody is not out to hurt you or everybody's not out to get you, because sometimes correction can come in the form of someone telling us about ourselves or someone trying to give us a different perspective. And depending on how we take that information, it can either be beneficial to us or it can cause us to think of it as a negative thing and then go into a whole nother energy than what was intended, right? So Capricorns, I feel like there's going to be some people offering you some type of advice. I'm not going to lie. This advice may sting a little bit, or it may be something that is very far-fetched, like something that you haven't considered, something that maybe you didn't even know that you needed to know, or that you even knew was possible or existed. But I feel like it's really going to help. You know, like on an Apple Watch where you close the rings. I feel like whatever this information is going to help you close a ring or something. Like it's going to help solve something for you that may have been stagnant, but it requires you to listen to somebody's voice other than yours. It requires you to take a leap of faith when it comes to taking advice from someone outside of yourself. Usually Capricorn is the one offering the advice, giving the help, you know, leading someone somewhere, taking someone somewhere. You know, Capricorns are natural leaders, right? So usually y'all are the ones telling people what they should be doing and you know, assisting people with getting from one place to another, or whatever the case is. You know, y'all are ruled by Saturn, so y'all are used to things shifting and changing, and you know, y'all used to issues and problems and problem solving and stuff like that, right? But this is a time for you to kind of play the passenger and not necessarily be the driver, because whatever this person is offering you is something that, again, you either haven't considered yet, or something that you don't have any knowledge of. And sometimes Capricorns don't like to be in a position where someone is offering them knowledge that they don't already have. You know what I'm saying? Capricorns usually like to be the most knowledgeable person in the room, or one of the most knowledgeable people in the room. They like to be the one who is, again, giving the advice and telling people what to do and directing people to what they need to know. But this is a time for you to be directed, and for you to be guided, and for you to receive a different perspective in order to get to wherever it is that you're going. You also got the Magician. So I really feel like this is a vital piece of information that's going to give you the power to really create something amazing, or to finally, again, close a ring or get something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like this piece of information is going to allow you guys to make something go your way. Like, that's one of the best ways I can put it. Like, it's gonna help something go your way that maybe was stagnant. Maybe you was stagnant in a specific area, or maybe there was something that you just couldn't figure out. I feel like this is going to provide you that answer. I also feel like whoever this person is that offers you this advice or gives you this piece of information that you need, they were sent by your spirit team. So this could be a complete stranger. This could be someone that you usually is giving advice to. This could be, for some of y'all, I'll tell you how it resonates. This could be an enemy, or somebody that you know don't really fuck with you like that. Sometimes our enemies give us the best advice, and they're not even trying to. Sometimes they will give us the answer that we need, and they don't even know that they're being used to help us in that moment. So this is why Spirit is saying, like, be open. Don't close yourself off to how this information may get to you. Just know that it needs to get to you. Whatever it is, however it helps you in your life, whatever situation it pertains to, it doesn't matter. It can come in a way that is very unconventional. So this could be like a homeless person on the street that give you a piece of information that you need. This could be a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can come in such an unconventional way. This could be your child. This could be someone younger than you. This could be someone, again, you never met before, a complete stranger. This could be a random person on the internet. Like, don't box yourself into how the information comes. Just receive the information and use it in the way that you need to in order to further yourself along your journey in whatever area, again, that may pertain to. All right, Taurus. So far, I've done Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn, and now we're doing Taurus. If somebody can write that in the comments for me so I can pin it, that would be awesome. Libra, Gemini. All right, Taurus. That one card? Yeah. All right, Taurus, you guys have courage and bravery. Courage and bravery. Taurus, I feel like Spirit is putting you guys on a mission. And this mission may look different for who you are and what you need to be doing. But I feel like this is something that is required of you in order for you to see progress in whatever area of your life that this pertains to. I feel like this could definitely be a mission that requires you to do something or to do things that, again, are unconventional. This kind of goes back to, damn, what reading did I just do that? Was it Libra? I don't know. But I feel like you guys are going to have to do some things unconventionally. I feel like a lot of it has to do with your stubbornness. It just is what it is. I feel like a lot of y'all are very, very stubborn. And you want things to go the exact way that you want things to go. And look the exact way that you want things to look. And I feel like whatever is required of you with this new mission that you're on, there's a lot of shit that you got to do that is completely outside of your comfort zone. Completely. For some of y'all, this is definitely going to be not focusing so much on love and relationships for a little while. I'm also saying some of you guys are going to have to take a step back from spending or purchasing certain things, investing into certain things, buying certain things. Some of you guys may have to cut back on certain things that you're eating. I feel like this specific area of your life, Taurus, it really requires you to trust the process. Like a lot. And that's why I think Spirit is talking about being courageous and being brave. Because the way that you're going to have to get to your goals, it's not going to be in a way that you're used to. And it's not going to be all in ways that you like. This is definitely feeling like sacrifice energy. Like y'all are going to have to sacrifice a couple of things, which could make you feel very uncomfortable, of course, in order to get to whatever place Spirit is trying to get y'all to. Yeah. Lots of intuition. We got the Page of Cups. This is going to be a lot of listening to your intuition. Because, Taurus, I feel like these are the answers that you need are not in a book. They're not in a conversation with your bestie. They're not in you just coming up with some shit and just going with it. Like, it's really located in your intuition. Those gut feelings, those first thoughts, those moments of clarity, dreams. Like, this feels very spiritual. Some of you guys could definitely be going on another spiritual awakening for my Taurus. That's what this is feeling like. This has been like another spiritual awakening. Wherever this leads you to is going to be very, very life-changing and monumental for you. But it's going to require you to really be brave. And to really do some shit that you've never done before. Like, this really feels like, it feels like, you know how like when you are in school or you're in high school and you take all of the state tests, you know what I'm saying? You would take the state tests every year. And these are just like the tests that the state wants you to take, you know, so that they can get their budget and shit like that. But then you have the SAT. And it's like, yeah, I've taken all these state tests and, you know, I did what I needed to do. But then here comes this major test that can take me to a whole nother place, that can get me a scholarship, that can give me access to things that maybe the state test wouldn't have given me access to, that can give me access to schools and people and places and stuff and environments. So I have to take this a little bit more seriously. So I feel like a lot of y'all, as far as my Taurus goes, a lot of you guys have been having like little minor tests here and there. Little, you know what I'm saying, changes that you had to make along the road. You know, a couple people you had to let go of. You know, a couple things you had to heal and stuff like that. But I feel like whatever this is like one of them ones. This is like something that's going to determine your next level type shit. Like, this is going to put you in a new space. Like, going to align you with some whole new things, people, places, environments. And it's very important that you do exactly what you are told intuitively. It's very important that you do exactly what you're told intuitively. Because this is like, you know how like we used to play like the little icebreaker games in school and shit, or if you ever worked at a job and they did like trust exercises or something like that, or at a summer camp or whatever. It's like as if you're being blindfolded and your spirit guides, your spirit team, your ancestors is telling you how to move through this maze. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like you guys are being sent on a mission, but you're blindfolded. So you have to depend on your intuition. You have to depend on that inner voice within you to guide you through this motherfucker so that you can get to the opposite side and receive whatever is waiting for you. But if you take your blindfold off, you're disqualified. If you misstep and you don't listen to your intuition and you fly off the handle and you do what you want to do, or you allow yourself to get into a low vibrational energy, you're disqualified. Like, I feel like this is connected to something that you guys want. And this is why you have to really listen for direction to navigate this process. Like, it's so, not necessarily time sensitive, but it's sensitive, period, in its nature. Meaning you really have to play this by ear. You really got to pay attention. You really got to make sure you're moving according to your intuition. You don't have any space to wing it. You don't have any space to be controlling or to be stubborn. And I feel like Spirit is purposely targeting your controllingness and your stubbornness with this specific thing to get you out of that energy and to help you grow past that point. Yeah. All right, Virgo. Virgo, Aquarius, and I think that's it. I think I've done everybody else. No, Sagittarius. And I think that's it. I think I've done everybody else. No, and that's it after that. I've done everybody else. All right. Let's see. What is the vibes for my Virgos? This is so random. I be channeling the most random ass songs, but I'm hearing I'm such a church kid. You ought to run and tell that Oh, you I don't know why the fuck I'm hearing that. You ought to run and tell it. Virgo, thank you for the clarity, spirit. Because y'all have joy and contentment. Virgo, I feel like there's a lot of people that I don't really like saying that was praying for your downfall, but there's a lot of people that wrote you off type shit. And they may have expected for you to be in a specific energy. And I feel like they're about to have like a rude awakening in regards to where you are now at this point in your life after you've disconnected from them. This can most definitely be like an ex. This can most definitely be like an old friend or somebody that you disconnected from. This could also be like family. But I feel like you guys are in a place, or you're getting to a place where things are starting to smooth out for you and things are starting to come into fruition for you. Maybe this could have been after a period of struggles, of ups and downs. And people thought that you were just going to stay in that energy. They thought that you were just going to be that person. I feel like this could also be like people only knowing you based on your past self and not understanding who you are based on, or not even meeting your new self, right? So they're still thinking of you as this old person that, you know, was in this old energy, doing these old things, you know what I'm saying? They're still thinking of you like that. But baby, you've been doing a whole lot of work behind closed doors. There's a lot of stuff that you've been getting in order, Virgo. And I feel like it's really going to surprise a lot of people. That's why Spirit is saying you ought to run and tell that. Because it's like, bitch, you've been telling everything else. You was running around telling these people that I was broke, that I was hungry, that I ain't had this, that I ain't had that, that I got evicted, that I got laid off, that I ain't had no job, that, you know, I was sad, and I was this, and I was that. Now when I pop out with all of these things that I got, what you gonna go? You gonna go tell dad, and I was this, and I was that. Now when I pop out with all of these things that I got, what you gonna go? You gonna go telling people? Make sure that you go and report that news too. Don't just report the negative shit that happened months ago, years ago, whatever. Make sure you also go and report how good a bitch is doing now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ought to run and tell that too. Don't get quiet now, ho. You know what I'm saying? Don't get all silent now. Don't get to acting like, you know what I'm saying, you don't see all that is going on over here. You was over there talking all that shit and putting me in the group chats and all this other stuff, and you know what I'm saying, being the news reporter on everything that was going on when I was down bad. But now that I'm over here with joy and contentment and happiness and progress, you know what I'm saying, now that I've rebuilt Nine of Wands, I've been over here building. I've been over here working. I've been over here getting to it. Make sure you go and you tell them motherfuckers that too. Yeah. Make sure you pass along that message. Had everything else to say. And I feel like Virgos, you guys could be coming out of a very dark space. And y'all are very familiar with the dark. You know, for Virgos to be a feminine sign, and a lot of people are like, what? Virgo is a feminine sign? Yes. Surprising, right? But for Virgos to be a feminine sign, they're very comfortable with the dark. They are very comfortable because they represent the hermit. So they're very comfortable with dark, cold, gloomy spaces because they understand how to navigate that energy. They're Mercury. Mercury signs, Virgo, Gemini, can get out of anything. There is no situation, there is no circumstance, there is no problem that they cannot think themselves out of, you know, guide themselves out of, intellectually get themselves out of. There is no stopping them motherfuckers. When they get to putting that mind together and putting them thoughts together, you cannot stop that motherfucker. And I feel like a lot of people be forgetting, Virgo, that you can get yourself out of any fucking thing. So they may feel like they got you trapped in something. They may feel like they won. They may feel like they got the upper hand in a situation or about something. They may feel like, you know, they got you stuck, or that they you know, beat you or whatever. They didn't beat shit. If anything, they gave you an opportunity to go and do some more work on yourselves. And Virgos love to work on themselves. Same as Gemini. Always, always, always doing self-work, and love to do self-work. They love to reinvent themselves. They love to learn. They love to become better. They love to use the knowledge that they've gained and apply that to their current life, current situation. So, if anything, these people only gave you an opportunity to get better. And while they was out talking all that shit and trying to convince the world that they beat you, that they one-upped you, that they got the upper hand, they wasn't paying attention to the work that you was doing behind closed doors. So tell them to go run and tell that shit too. While you was over there running your mouth and talking about me and having all these things to say and doubting me and, you know, critiquing me and all of the things, I was over here putting that work in. I was over here getting better. I was over here learning and investing into myself. Some of you guys could have been taking classes behind closed doors. Some of y'all could have gotten some type of promotion. Some of y'all could have done some investments or something. Just doing more for yourself, investing more into yourself. And you're starting to see the fruits of your labor. And not only are you starting to see them, but whatever you do choose to expose to the collective, or whatever you do choose to share, people are starting to see like, damn, they done came up. They done came the fuck up. They been over there doing a little work. They been over there. What the fuck they been doing? This could be like you've been in the gym, getting your body right, or there's just things that, Virgo, you've been doing behind closed doors that people had no idea about. And now that you are where you are and you're coming kind of out of the shell, I'm not going to say y'all all the way up, back outside, but because you're starting to reemerge a little bit, you know what I'm saying? People are starting to see like, there's something different. There's something different. You've been doing something different. Whatever it is. And I'm here for it. Shout out to y'all. All right, Aquarius, and then Sagittarius, and then I'm gonna pull a couple collective messages, and then we're gonna get up out of here. So I think I'm still in good time. Do, 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 do. And that's crazy because I was hearing, ain't no stopping this now. We're on the move. And Aquarius, y'all got blessings and abundance coming out. I feel like you guys are in a different space as well. I feel like this comes from y'all not being so fucking scary no more. Aquarius, y'all been moving real scary lately. And was letting or allowing a lot of things to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we lie to ourselves and we allow the world around us, the things around us, to be excuses for us to continue to stay in a certain energy, or for us to continue to be like, see, I knew that wasn't gonna work. I knew that wasn't for me. I knew I should have waited. I knew I shouldn't have done that. And it's like, no, you're just being fucking scary. And because you're being scary and because you're putting that energy out, certain things was not coming to you. Because that's what you was attracting. That's what you was putting out. So therefore, that's what you had to receive back. But I feel like a lot of y'all are getting out of this scary place, right? This energy where, again, you're allowing things to scare you out of your position. That's how Spirit is saying it. Like, there's certain things that you was allowing to scare you out of your position, scare you out of your place, scare you out of your destiny, scare you out of alignment. But the more that you guys are open, the more that you guys are flowing with spirit, and you know, Aquarius, y'all are fixed energy. And fixed energy does not like to move or be pushed or be controlled or be told what the fuck to do or do things that they didn't think of. You know what I'm saying? They're very fixed. They don't want to go with the flow. They want to set the flow. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are not mutable. Mutable signs, mutable energies go with the flow, baby. They like, what we doing? Okay, we going over here, cool. Or we going over there, cool. We doing this, cool. They can adapt and adjust to everything. My fixed signs, y'all be like, fuck no. Hold up. Now, when we started this, y'all ain't said nothing about this. Now y'all trying to spring some shit on us. Like, hell nah. But I feel like a lot of you guys are going more with the flow. And that's why you're starting to benefit more. And this is not an easy thing for y'all. Like, Aquarius, this is not an easy energy for y'all to go with the flow and for y'all to be open and for y'all to allow things to pan out the way that they do and to naturally fall in line. Like, this is not an easy energy for y'all. So kudos to you if you've been doing the work to be more open and to be more in alignment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. Like, the Spirit is offering you guys things, but it has required you to be more flexible. It has required you to, I'm hearing, to even reinvent yourselves. No, I didn't just start, babe. I'm almost done. It has required you to reinvent yourself in so many different ways. Like, y'all have been making some major changes and transformations that have been completely outside of your comfort zone. That has been completely putting you into a whole new mentality. Forcing you into a new mentality. Forcing you into a new environment. Forcing you into a new way of thinking, way of being, way of perceiving. Showing you things about yourself. I feel like a lot of y'all are also learning things about yourself. You're learning that you don't need all of the facts in order to get the job done. You're learning that you don't need to know every single thing that is about to happen in order for you to still go along and go through the process in the proper way. You're learning that you don't have to have all your ducks in a row to get started with something or to move forward with something or to do something. You're starting to understand that it doesn't require you to be in a certain energy or to be a certain person or to have certain things in order to gain abundance and in order to win in these specific areas of your life. And this is why a lot of y'all are feeling lighter. A lot of y'all are feeling more free. A lot of y'all are feeling more confident. A lot of y'all are feeling more able and capable to make things happen and to get things done. And I love that for y'all because y'all be stressing me the fuck out. Y'all really do. Y'all be stressing me the fuck out. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. I feel like this is a whole new season and time for my Aquarius. I feel like this is a whole new space for you. And it started off with you being very, very, very uncomfortable. Okay? Extremely uncomfortable. But it's ending with you feeling more secure within yourself. Even if the process has twists and pulls and ups and downs, you're still in a place within yourself that you know that you can navigate this energy. You know what I'm saying? Been taking your advice this year and I was able to break into 6 figures this year. Ah, come on now. You better get that shmoney. Congratulations. Congratulations to you. That's awesome. All right, let's end off with Sag, and then I'm going to pull a couple general messages, and then I'm going to be off this bitch. so I can go finish my little workout. The sun is out today, finally. Shit, it's like the goddamn sun been hiding from a motherfucker. All right, Sagittarius, you guys have composure as your first card coming out. I heard don't react. Don't react, Sagittarius. Sag, there could be some people in your space that are purposely trying to get a reaction out of you. There's some people that's purposely trying to get you to go there. They could see where you're going. They can see where you are, and they're trying to get you to step out of this high vibrational energy, this energy of class, this energy of, you know, upscale, you know, type of energy, and stoop to their motherfucking level. And Spirit is saying, keep your motherfucking composure. Don't let these people have it. Don't you let them have it. Don't you let them get you out of your comfort zone. Not out of your comfort zone, but out of your high vibrational energy. Don't let these people come in and snatch everything that you've been working so hard for. I feel like, just like my Aries, Sag, a lot of you guys have been working on your attitude. A lot of you guys have been working on your energy. A lot of you guys have been working on your reactions and your responses to things. And some people just like to argue. Some people just like to go back and forth. Some people just are miserable. You know what I'm saying? And a miserable person loves other miserable people. Miserable people love other miserable people, and they hate to see people vibrating on a higher level. They hate to see people ignoring the bullshit. They hate to not be in control of other people's energy. And I feel like, Sag, you guys have been doing really good with not allowing other people to control your energy, or not allowing, yeah, look at this, Emperor energy, period. Not allowing people to knock you off your square, not allowing people to get in your head, not allowing people to convince you to stoop to their level and to act out, or to give them what they want, which could be some type of response, which could be some type of negativity, whatever it is. I feel like y'all are like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let you have it. I'm just going to walk away. No matter how bad I want to cuss you the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? No matter how bad I want to bop you in your shit, I'm going to let you have it. I'm going to walk away. No matter how many rumors you spread, no matter how bad you talk about me, no matter how many names you call me, I'm going to stay in my high vibrational Emperor-ass energy. I'm going to stay in this upscale, high class, knowing who I am, knowing my worth, knowing my value, knowing that I don't have to, you know, shrink down to your level, knowing that I don't have to respond to what it is that you're putting out. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that I don't have to give you the reaction that you want from me. Because obviously you want me to go out here and act a damn fool. And I'm just not about to do that. You can have it. You can look crazy by yourself. You can look angry by yourself. You can be mad by yourself. You can sit in the motherfucking corner and rock back and forth all you fucking want. It don't matter. I'm not responding to that shit. And this could definitely be a ex. This could be a family member. I'm hearing this could be a co-worker for some of y'all. This could also be a sibling. This could be somebody who is familiar with your past and your buttons. You know what I'm saying? Some people, especially if they know you from your past, they know some of your old buttons. They know some of your old triggers. And they definitely going to try to trampoline on the motherfuckers to get a reaction out of you. Especially when they can see your energy changing and your energy shifting. Especially when they can see you developing into a new person and doing some new shit. They're going to try to get a reaction out of you. They're going to try to come in and destroy your opportunities or destroy your progress, or, you know what I'm saying, throw a monkey wrench into your shit and knock you off your square. But this is a time to really press yourself, push yourself, force yourself to stay committed to your process and to not engage. Do not fucking engage. And when I say some of these people can really be doing some shit to really try to get you to fucking feel some type of way, to really play on your top, to really get you out of that zone of zen, of peace, of calmness. Okay? People right now are very miserable. There are a lot of miserable ass motherfuckers out there right now. They're going through the most hellish experiences. A lot of people are getting karma. A lot of people are unhappy with their lives, with themselves. A lot of people are just in a very, very low vibration. And again, misery loves company. Mad people always want to be, mad people. Mad people always want to be mad people. Mad people always want to, make other people mad so that they don't feel just mad alone. Is what it is. Don't allow them motherfuckers to come in and disturb your progress. Don't allow them to come in and fuck up what you got going for you. Period. Point blank the fuck period. Let them feel like they got it. Baby, you got it. If you want to argue with yourself, argue with your motherfucking self. So I'm not going back and forth with you. Alright, let's pull a couple general messages for everybody. And then I'm going to hop off of here. If you missed your sign, this will be posted tomorrow rising. So definitely make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube. The link is in my bio so that you can watch it from the beginning. Also, make sure that you look at the other messages that we've done this week. Spirit has been giving us a lot of amazing messages this week. So definitely make sure that you tune in for that. For those who were interested in the Divine Feminine course, shoot me an inbox. Because I'm going to start sending out the information over this weekend. So just shoot me an inbox. Let me know that you're interested and I'll send you the information. And you can pay within the allotted amount of time so that you can get your spot. What else? I'm still doing 10 card new moon readings, and I still have other 10 card reading specials available as well. So if you're interested in that, feel free to use the message box that is pinned to shoot me an inbox message. If you've already submitted your payment today, then I will be doing your reading right after I hop off of here. The buy one get one free special is also still available. You get a full 1 month mentorship and a 10-minute reading, and that is available. The link in my bio will guide you to that on my website so that you can book that as well. All right, let's see. We got the Source as the first card coming out. Usually this card is talking about being the source of something, but I'm seeing an eye. I'm seeing an eye. Like if you was to put an eye under a magnifying glass, that's what I'm seeing. And I feel like a lot of you guys, what I'm hearing is, you know that expression, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I feel like Spirit is saying what you want. Yeah, look, celebration coming out. What you want is in the eye of the beholder. What you can have is in the eye of the beholder. So whatever it is that you guys are trying to manifest, you have to start seeing yourself with it. This feels like a repeat of a message that I did Wednesday or Tuesday, one of those days. I can't remember. But you guys really need to work on your visualization. You guys really need to work on your outlook and your perspective. Because based on those things is going to determine what it is that you attract to yourself and what it is that you can have and that you will have. If you can see it, you can have it. Literally. If you can visualize yourself enjoying it, having it, celebrating it, then it can be your reality. like I was talking about in the beginning of this video, there has been a massive shift that has happened. And the energy that is out right now is very potent for creating, right? Creating things from scratch, creating things from nothing, developing things, you know, using a blank canvas, right? So this is really a time for you guys to push yourselves to really be in that creative energy. Push yourself to really, I don't even want to say dream, but to know that, to go for the things that are so big that they seem crazy almost. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that are so out there that somebody will probably be like, you are psycho. Like, that's not gonna fucking happen. One of my favorite quotes when I used to do, when I used to sell insurance and I was in financial literacy, we used to go to these like district type meetings in North Carolina. We would take a trip and like all these different districts would meet us, and we would have like this celebration type thing where we would also learn, and millionaires would come and talk to us and things of that nature. And my coach would always say, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. If it doesn't put a little fear in your heart and make you get the chills a little bit, it's not big enough. And a lot of y'all have been lowballing yourselves when it comes to the way you dream, or when it comes to your aspirations. You really haven't been leaning into it as much as you could. We got past lives coming up. I feel like a lot of it is because you're still thinking of this realm as what it used to be, and you're not acknowledging it for the new energy that it is. We're in a whole different realm. We're not in that same old energy that we used to be in. We're not in that same old space that we used to be in, where you had to work twice as hard and do twice as much to go, you know, a little further than where you are. Like, we're not there anymore. We're in a place where you literally can do some of the bare minimum as long as you're following your intuition. Look at that creativity. As long as you're following your intuition, and as long as you're moving towards something that you definitely know you are worthy of. Like, you don't have to do as much as you think you have to do. What is required is not as much as you think is required. Right? You only thinking, again, you're only thinking like that because of what you went through in the past, or because of how things have went in the past in this particular realm. But this realm is changing. The energy of this realm is changing, and it has changed, and it no longer requires all of that. You just no longer have to do all of that, unless you think that you do, because whatever you think will be true. So if you think that it's going to take a whole bunch of work and a whole bunch of this and a whole bunch of that, then it will. But if you go into it knowing like, I don't have to do as much, I have to just trust my intuition and allow myself to be divinely guided, and I'll have the things that I want, then you will. Okay? We got the Lovers coming out. This is definitely like passion based. Like, some of y'all need to just go for your passions and stop trying to make it make sense monetarily. Look, trust at the bottom of the deck. What I want to do, I don't see a lot of people making money for it, or I don't see how I can make money for it, or I don't see how I can make this a career, or I don't see how I can feed my family based off of it. Well, then you won't. If you can't see it, and if you're so focused on that, then it won't happen for you. It won't be possible, and you will sit there and struggle with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's your mentality, then that's going to be your reality. It's just that fucking simple. This is a time to go after your passions. Yeah, look, stressing yourself out about nothing. This is a time to go after your passions, to invest into yourself, to bet on yourself, to believe that the impossible is possible. Going outside of your norm, doing things outside of, you know, your comfort zone, thinking outside of your comfort zone, being outside of your comfort zone, operating outside of your comfort zone, trusting the process, period. All right? Innocence. We talked about going back to having that childlike mentality, or that childlike energy when it comes to the things that you go after. Children believe in the impossible. and they don't second guess it, and they don't give a fuck about what you're talking about as an adult, they don't care. If they said that they're going to grow up and be a monkey, they're going to grow up and be a fucking monkey. They don't need you to tell them that it's impossible to do that. It does not matter to them. They don't need you to, you know, come in and try to give them logic. You know what I'm saying? The spiritual realm does not operate off of logic. It operates off of energy. Energy.